All right. So, as we turn to the beginning of our Torah reading, which is the book of Bereshit, chapter 41, verse 1. First person, don't have an Eitz Chaim over here. First person to find it gets, the seventh Aliyah. But as we go through this story, right? This is anyone chapter 41, verse what? 250. Was that you, Matt? 250, Herb. Okay, seventh Aliyah, although I think you're reading it. Page 250. Now, I think that this entire story is somewhat fascinating. I know we've talked a lot about it and sort of the detail, but a verse I just want to zero in on for a second before we continue with our reading on 250. So there's the Pharaoh's having his dreams, right? Plural, right? He wakes up, he goes back to sleep, which we talked to, if you were with us at Mincha last week, right? It's how we know that it's the way of the wicked to sleep in, right? Because Pharaoh went back to sleep and slept longer, so you shouldn't go back to sleep. But the line that I think is interesting is if you want verse 8 on 251. So after the night of dreams, the next morning his spirit was agitated. He sent for all of the Chartumim, whatever those are, right? Chartumim, which could be this is translated as magicians. Ibn Ezra says it means scientists. Rashi does a whole thing where it comes from the word charet, which means to engrave, because they were the people who would make the hieroglyphics, right? They were the engravers. But the Chartumim, whoever they are unable to interpret the dreams for Pharaoh. So I just want to take a couple of seconds on this idea. So why is this an important line? That it makes it into the Torah, that Pharaoh has these dreams, and that Pharaoh's wizards are not able, by the way, that makes it 2 services in a row, wizards have come up, which if you were here last night, that's pretty good for us. Okay, anyways, so why enough stalling? Well, what's the deal with this line? Why add it in the Torah? What do I learn from this? What is it here to show? Any thoughts on why this? You could have just said Pharaoh woke up, no one knew what it was, or he didn't know, or he said he had a dream and the butler said, oh, I know, a blow cool tell, whatever it is, right? Why do we get this throwaway line that there are these other magicians, but they don't know what it is, or they can't interpret the dream? Yeah. Say that louder, sorry. So it's showing just how hard to interpret these dreams are. Is that kind of what you say, right? Even that even Pharaoh doesn't know. Okay, I like it. Well, any other thoughts? Yeah. So it shows just how good Joseph was at doing this, right? By the way, most of the commentaries agree with you. They say, of course, obviously, right? Most of the commentaries say that the magicians came up with solutions and Pharaoh just didn't like them, right? For whatever reason, Pharaoh didn't like what they said, so he needed others. And I don't want to belabor sorry, any other thoughts here? Yeah. Thank you. Nice. Yes, it is. I love it. Right. I think part of it is as Roseanne just said, it's a foreshadowing of what's to come with all of the plagues. And after every plague, right, at first the Egyptian wizards are able to recreate whatever the miracle was, and then they're not, and that's it, right? So it might be sort of foreshadowing that they're not such great wizards, those wizards of Egypt, right? They don't really know what's going on. And I also think there's something to the idea that everybody here seems to agree that dreams actually work, right? Like everyone in the ancient world, like everyone seems to agree that dreams are in fact a way of telling the future, right? The question is just how it's interpreted, which I think is an interesting way to read it as well. And Orach Chaim has a beautiful read, which is that the problem with the Egyptian wizards is that they were reading Pharaoh as a person, and Pharaoh was all about him and his life, and Joseph read Pharaoh as the metonym for the state. And Pharaoh means Egypt and all of Egypt. And he read it large for everyone's benefit, not just for Pharaoh. And that's why Paro liked that one, which I think is a kind of a nice read. Okay, a lot of Torah and to cover, and more talking, of course, as well. So page 251, I'm